I see a lot of you are interested in getting into Forex trading, but then you don't know what exactly you need to get started or how exactly you can actually get started. But you don't have to worry again. By the end of this video, whether this is your first time hearing about Forex trading, whether this is your first video you're watching about Forex trading or your 100th video, there's no problem. I'm going to share with you a step-by-step guide on how you can actually get started with Forex trading in 2025, even as a total beginner. So it doesn't need any experience. All you need is simply watch this video to the very end as I share with you this step-by-step guide on how you can get started with Forex trading. So now the first point here is basically what exactly is Forex trading. Now, for those of you who don't know what Forex trading is basically a system whereby you get to exchange your currency for a foreign currency. Now, for those of you who often travel outside your country or who have gone out to your country so many times, now here's it. When you get to the airport and then you swap your local currency for the currency in the country you are traveling to, that is basically Forex trading. Like, for example, if you are coming to Ghana as a Nigerian, when you get to the port, you are actually going to swap your Nigerian naira to Ghanaian cedis, right? Exactly. Now, when you change one currency from its original state to a different one, it's basically Forex trading that you are engaging in. Now, another big question here is basically, why should you trade Forex in 2025? Like, if you are watching this video right now, let me know why exactly you want to trade Forex in 2025. Why haven't you started all this, or why did you decide that this is something you want to do? Now, I'll be picking a random person as my student from the comment section, so make sure you let me know that in the comment section. Now, that aside, here are some few reasons. For those of you who don't have a reason, here are some few reasons why you need to get into Forex trading as someone who is looking for a way to make money. Number one, Forex is the easiest way, is the hardest way to make easy money. Now, what I mean here is basically, if Forex is very difficult to get into, like when you are starting off at first, it could be very difficult. But then once you get to master your craft, it becomes one of the easiest money that you can ever make, because all you do is simply sit at home, analyze market, place trade, and you are good to go. Now, but one thing you need to know is that what, despite being an easy money market, Forex trading is not a get rich quick scheme. Meaning that what, you are not going to enter Forex market with $50 and expect to make $1,000 the following day or the following month. No, it doesn't work this way. You have to be really disciplined and then accumulate your profit over time in order to gain a huge profit margin. So guys, that is basically it for this session on why you need to trade Forex. It's basically simple and straightforward. Now, the third thing here is simply the requirement to actually get started with Forex trading. Now, in order to get started with Forex trading, the first thing you need is simply a reliable trading broker. Now, what we mean by a broker is simply, with Forex trading, you remember I told you earlier that what, when you want to travel out of your country, you have to go to an airport in order to actually change this currency. Now, the person you are changing this currency with at the airport become your broker. Like, for example, I'm in Ghana here, you are in Nigeria. So let me say I have Ghanaian cedis, you have Nigerian naira. Meanwhile, I need that naira, you need my Ghanaian cedis. Now, what we can basically do in this situation is simply, when we get to the airport and want to change, you don't know me, I don't know you, so we don't trust each other. So maybe we use one of the officers working at the airport. So now that officer stands in between you and I. So basically, you give the officer your naira, then I give him my cedis. So he will hand the cedis over to you and then hand the naira over to me. Now, in this situation, the officer we use there, which is the man in between you and I, becomes the broker. So basically, when it comes to trading as well, you need a trading platform which is known as a broker to actually help you do this. So the broker stands in between you and the market, because you don't have any huge capital that you can use to go directly into the market, or you don't have that direct access to the main market. So in order for you to be able to trade Forex, you need a middleman, and this middleman becomes your broker. So if you are looking for a reliable broker to go with, I always recommend lightfinance.org. Their link will be there in this video description and also in the comment as well. That is a platform I personally use, so that is what I can actually recommend to you. So guys, this is the first thing you need in order to get into Forex trading. Now, after this, the next thing is simply you need a platform like MetaTrader 4 or 5. Now, basically, this MetaTrader 4 or 5 is not really compulsory, but then it's one of the best places when it comes to placing your trade. So whether you are buying a prop firm or a broker, make sure they support MetaTrader, because with MetaTrader you can place your trade very fast and easily. It's not as complicated as the other trading platforms out there. That's why I always advise that what if you are buying a prop firm, buy from Blueberry Funded, because they support MetaTrader 4 and 5, and their link will be there in this video description in the comment as well. And also the broker I recommend, Light Finance, also support this trading platform because it's very important. So guys, now in this session is basically how can you open a demo account. Now in order to open a demo account, as I already said, check the first comment in this video that I will personally pin. Now once you come over, you are going to see this Forex broker option here. Now you basically need to click on this link. Now once you click on this link, it's going to take you straight to my recommended broker. Now that is basically Light Finance. Now once you come over, the next thing, simply click on registration. Now once you click on registration, over here it will by default select the country you are. Now if you are living in a country and then you don't have maybe identification card or any sort of information that you can use for verification from that country, like for example, maybe you are a Nigerian living in UK. So basically means that what you might not have UK identification information and so forth. So for that reason, you select Nigeria. But then by default, the system is going to select the country you are. So if you don't have any detail you can use for verification in that country, which is your personal detail, then I'll advise you select your original country where you can actually do the verification. It doesn't matter if you live outside the country, no problem. Now over here, you fill in your date of birth. After you fill in all of this information, you click on continue. Now this will take you straight up into your Light Finance account. Then from there, you can basically go do your verification. Now if you need a full walkthrough on this, I've already made a video about it. That will be tagged at the top there and also down in this video description. You can click on the link and it will take you to that video where I'll show you a step-by-step guide on how you can sign up for Light Finance and also do your verification. Note, this is highly important. So guys, the next section here is basically you need to understand what risk management is. Now a lot of you come into the Forex market and think you can just come over here, make some few deposit and then make some huge amount of money overnight by flipping your whole account over. Now here's one thing I'll actually advise you to stay away from. So in order to stay in the Forex market and be profitable for a long run, I will advise you not to joke with your risk management. So here's basically what you need to do. If you have an account of a $10,000 account, make sure you stick to risking just 1% per trade. So how do you know how much is 1% of your account? You don't have to stress yourself. You can use a basic calculator. Like for example, you can just come over to maybe if you are using a phone, you just use your phone and then open up your calculator. Now for example, if I have an account of maybe 7,800, let me just say $7,800. Now I want to know the 1% of this account. So basically, multiply this by 1%. So which means that what for an account of $7,800, I shouldn't be risking more than $78. Now why should you risk just 1%? Now the reason why you need to risk 1% is basically because in order for you to lose the whole money you have in your account, you need to lose 100 solid times, and which is not possible with the Forex market. Even a gambler will not lose 100 in a row, but I will not advise you to be a gambler. And on the other hand as well, if you are someone, maybe over the years, you've gained experience in the Forex market, you trust your strategy and everything, you can go as high as 2% maximum. So I always advise that you keep your risks between 1% and 2%. Please don't go above this. I know you want to make money, but then you can target maybe 1:2 or 1:3 risk to reward. In this way, you get to make times 2 or times 3 of whatever thing you let go in the market. So guys, that is basically it for this section, which is basically do not over leverage, or basically risk between 1 to 2% maximum. Now the next thing is simply don't let your losing trade run for too long. Now what this simply means is simply a lot of you are in a trade and then suddenly your trade is going against you. Now you see that the trade is close to your stop loss position, but then you are stuck there. You don't know what to do. Some of you basically you go ahead and then extend your stop loss thinking the market will not come to it. Now here's one thing I'll tell you: in no condition should you extend your stop loss as a trader. If the market is heading to your stop loss, let it tap your stop loss. The reason for this is simply you might extend it to the nearest Jerusalem and then the market will still get there and sweep it off. So in order not to over risk and then lose too much in the market, once you set your trade, you set your stop loss and take profit, just let the market come and hit it. So now guys, there are still some basic knowledge you need about the Forex market. Now I'm going to drop a link to a Google Drive file. Now that file is basically a free PDF where I've added every single basic information you need about the Forex market. Now this includes terms like Forex pairs, margin levels, entries and exits, stop loss, take profit, and all these other important terms you need to know about the forex market. Now, this is one reason why you need to watch my videos to the very end, because I do add some bonus specs at the very ends of my video. So basically, all these things, I've added them into a free PDF file that I will be uploading in a Google Drive. So basically, all you need to do is simply click on that Google Drive link and then go download this PDF file for 100% free. I will also put it in my Telegram community for those in the Telegram community as well. You can just get it from my Telegram. And for those who are not in the Telegram community, you can go get it from the Google Drive as well, because not everyone uses Telegram. So you can just go over there, download that PDF, and then get the basic knowledge about these other terms that you need to know. Now, these terms are very important because they will help you understand the market better. So basically, the link will be down in the video description. So now, guys, the next session here is simply how can you grow your Forex account as a beginner. Now, I've made several videos about growing a Forex account, and you can just check out my channel, you'll see them. Or if you need any specific one on how you can grow your Forex account, let me know that in the comment section and I'm going to help you with it. Now, down to how exactly can you grow your Forex account? Well, the first point here is basically be consistent and not perfect. Now, a lot of you, when you come into the Forex market, your main target is to make sure that you don't lose any money, which basically means you want to be a perfect trader. But what I would advise to do is simply avoid being perfect and then just be consistent. And then the final tip here is basically try prop firms. Like, for some of you who are getting started in the Forex market, you might not have enough personal capital. Like, I'll be honest with you, depositing $200, $200 into a Forex account will not really generate you huge profit, but then it's a good start. And for those of you who really wants to, maybe all you have is $50 or $100, you can also give a try to prop firms. Now, prop firms are basically companies that are offering you funds. So for example, if you sign up to Blueberry Funded using my link and then my promo code in the video description, you are going to get 20% off on any of their offers. Now, with this, what you basically need to do is simply you sign up to this prop firm and then you buy a funded account. Now, this account ranges from $5,000 to the $5,000 account costs about $40. You just pay $40 for it. You get access to the account. You take the prop firm challenge, pass phase 1, pass phase 2, then you get funded 5% and you're entitled to 10. You get funded $5,000, but then you're entitled to 10% of the account, meaning that what? Your initial $40 just secured you $500. And then if you have about $100, you go for the $25,000 account. That $25,000 account, once you pass it, you are entitled to $2,500, which gives you more room to trade. So guys, this is basically another great way to get into the Forex market. For those of you who don't have any huge amount of money to get started, this could be a decent way for you to get into the market. Now, for those of you who want to make, like, you don't want to go through prop firm, you don't want to stress yourself taking up challenges, no problem. With Light Finance, you can actually deposit just $10 and above, and then you can still trade with it. So you can use my link that will be available to sign up. All the links of every single thing I mentioned will be down in this video description. Now, guys, down to the final step here. Now, for those of you who are looking for a mentor to hold your hand through the process, you don't have to stress yourself. I can actually take you through a one-on-one mentorship on every single thing you need to know about the Forex market. Like, basically every single detail you need to know, from the basic, the strategy, the fundamental, technical, and then every other thing you need to know to be a good trader. So in case you need that, you can also contact me. My social media handle will be down in the video description as well. So guys, with this already said, see you in my next video. Bye.